And there you have it. This is my channel here. You got my videos. It's pretty cool. So this system is so awesome. Hello everyone, welcome. In today's video I want to talk about this Eonon screen for your vehicle. Now this particular screen was sent to me by Eonon in exchange for this video. So I do want to mention that this one is specific for the 2000 BMW E39 through 2003. So let's go ahead and open it. And you see it comes nicely packed. This is the screen. Here it is. Nice. Looks really nice. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the other contents. And this box is the one that's going to hold everything for installation. All your wiring that you need. Instruction manual is included, and your wiring for your backup camera is included as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and install it and show you the final result. So for this install, all this is going to come out. Now in order to remove this, you have to remove this right here, and down here you see right there. So you go ahead and use a 2mm, and you're going to turn it counterclockwise very carefully. And now it releases. You'll feel when it releases, and now all you have to do is just pull this out. So once it's pulled out, now you can go ahead and remove this. You're going to push this right here down, just like that. So remember, push this down and then this forward. You will need two hands. It's going to be a lot easier if you do it with two hands. So remove this right here, remove this, and now it comes down to this one. Be very careful. If you can't, use like a trim tool, and if that doesn't work, use a flathead. But be very careful when you're taking these out. This can break, and since these vehicles are older, this just gets very brittle. Just like that. So there you go. Now you're left with this here. Now it's time to connect this right here. You're going to have to connect all this. So the nice thing about this is that everything is just labeled, so it's not hard. So this right here is going to go on this one, and make sure that this is open, not closed. This is closed, this is open. Push this down, and there we go. Simple. Now all this is going to go to the screen. This is going to connect right here, so make sure it connects there. Now before going any further, we're going to go ahead and test it out. Power it on. It should power up, and there you go. Powers up. Now we just need to connect these to the back of the screen right now. So this is a really nice system, but make sure everything works before you go ahead and put it back in there. Okay, so make sure you use your adapter, and you're gonna put it right here. So another nice thing about this is it has the radio station. It has a heart, and you could save it just like this. You can also switch FM, AM, just like that. And overall, it's a really nice, really nice product. The Bluetooth is there as well. You even get Google Maps. You can expand it. So check that out. It looks really nice. I'm very impressed with this Eonon screen. Also, make sure you connect these here. This is very simple. Everything is right there to connect. Very simple, very simple to connect. So all these have labels, which makes it even easier. Check that out. Wi-Fi antenna. This is for the steering wheel, so the steering wheel will work and function with your screen, which is awesome. So the Wi-Fi antenna is going to go here. This is the one for your steering wheel and your camera, for your rear view camera. So this one will go here. Very simple like that. Super easy to install. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this right here. So this is an angled adapter that you can go ahead and put this like that, and we'll be able to remove these right here. Very easy. And same thing, and then the cool thing is this flips, so we'll just get this one out. Now you're still going to have to remove, there's two more, there's one more up here, and there's going to be another one somewhere up here. And just do the same for this side. So to gain access to this, we're going to have to remove this right here. Just be very careful removing these because they do break. Nice thing is that nobody's messed with this, so these, when you put them back, don't over tighten them. Break or tear this right here. So you do need to remove this right here. So we're going to remove this one as well. It's best to use your trim tool. Just do it carefully. You don't want to break these pieces. And as you're doing it, just kind of run it along. It makes for easy removal if you have the right tools. Now I'm going to remove this right here. So make sure you remove your other screw that's over here on this side. And then just be very careful when you're going to do this part right here that you don't break this clip. I'm gonna move this here. Now you need to remove these right here. So you're going to have to remove this screw right here, the one that's down here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. That one down there, you're gonna have to remove this trim. I've never broken one of these, but you never know. Be very careful as you're removing these. We got 2 screws. We're gonna go ahead and remove that. In transferring the files, I unfortunately erased the other clips. But anyway, once you remove this right here, to be another Phillips right there. Then there's going to be these Phillips, or you might have a Torx. So mine were missing there, but that one right there, you remove these right there. This one up here. This is going to come out. So you're also going to remove this, but before you do that, there's another Phillips, or it'll be a Torx screw that goes there. And then you can go ahead and use your trim tool and remove this. Then once this comes off, this will be free, and then you can pull out the wood part right here with the bracket. But what I did was I just pulled this a little bit and then just wiggled this out, and I didn't have to remove any of that or the glove box, which is nice. And now I can actually just remove this. Okay, so now to remove it, all I'm going to do is just open this a little bit. Just like that. There you go, nothing broke. And I didn't have to take this out. Here's the part. And this is basically like the hardest part. The hardest part of the install is just removing all this stuff. I have the car part right now, but now I can go ahead and put my brackets, my mounting bracket. You get 2 mounting brackets, and these are going to go like this. Right now is a perfect time to pass this through into the glove box. Just pull it a little bit, and it gets into the glove box just by pulling like that. The glove box still clears. Now is the time as well to put your USB cables, these that are going to be going in here. Same thing, just through the glove box. And it's going to be the perfect time as well to run your camera wire to the back. So you can run it either through the driver's side or the passenger side. There you go, easiest thing, no dropping of the glove box. And I'm gonna Velcro these. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna Velcro them so that they don't obstruct anything, and that way the glove box can close and open freely. So for my application, I put the USB cables into the glove box. I'm using double-sided tape. Now I'm going to put another piece across, and this way this does not get caught with this. If it does, it's going to be a bad time for you, and your glove box will not open anymore. So let's go ahead and test it. There you go. Now just make sure when you are closing this up that you don't get these caught with this, because that happened to me earlier and I couldn't open the glove box. Make sure you get these somehow either on here, or you could run them through here down this way and come out where this one is coming out from down here. Right here, this is the mic so that you can speak into the system when you're on calls. So everything is labeled. You guys cannot lose your way. Everything is nicely labeled, so you know where everything is going. You even have the option to put, you know, aftermarket speaker, subwoofer, etc. I'm going to run this microphone through here. It's going to go in through here. See this right here? We can feed it through there, and once it's like that, we're going to go ahead and put this back up here. So I am going to Velcro it probably to this in here. So I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to Velcro it there, just in case I have to remove this in the future, it doesn't come off or get yanked up. Then I'm going to run it through here. There you go. We tucked it in. We're going to tuck it in through this right here, and just keep running it through here. It will stay tucked in. A cool idea where you can go ahead and put this mic through here, but I don't have more double-sided tape, because I would have to tape right here, and that way you could see so it would just look really custom. Then what you would do is just remove this right here. Just be careful not to break yours. Run the wire through there. You might have to like take some of this off a little bit. You can run the wire in through here, the wire along, so you can run the wire along up there. Then it goes in there, and then in through here. This is going to be placing it right here. That's going to be the best bet, and that way you can speak into it clearly. No obstruction and everything. It's just right there. And from there, I use some tape right there. It runs in here and there and that way. I just need to fix that little piece that's sticking out, but it's hidden in there. So that's really nice. It makes for a really clean install. You will not even be able to see or notice that there's a wire there. So you don't need to take this off. This is going to go back up, so it's going to hide this right here. When you're putting this part back, just make sure that that lip from this part goes over this, and make sure this plastic goes on this side of the styrofoam, and then it's in. Now we just need to button everything up properly. These were broke on mine, and that's because they were old. So you might encounter that if these are old, but so I'm gonna JB weld them. And they do have some metal pieces as well, so don't forget to install that. These metal pieces go here so that you can go ahead and secure this part right here. It's gonna look like that. For your camera wire, fish it through the bottom. You don't even need to remove anything. It's just right there. Look, you can see my hand right there. You fish the wire here, and then you just connect it to your backup camera. So you're gonna connect this to this right here, and it already has 12 volts, so you do not have to connect. You don't need to connect this anymore, since you're going to go ahead and get 12 volts from here. So make sure you connect these together. If not, your camera is not going to work. You have your backup camera. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set it up outside, but it looks good. Everything looks good. Pretty clear, as you can see. In regards of the wiring for I'll be doing the same thing for the backup screen. I'm going to run it through the bottom of that, and I'm going to do it this way because through the center console, it is a little more difficult, just because you have to remove all this stuff, and when you do so, you run the risk of breaking this right here. There you go. So now it's hidden. We're just gonna run it through the bottom here, stuff it through the bottom. You can also take this off and put it in that way, but this seems to be working. So we're just gonna repeat the same process even through down here. I want to take it that way. Lift up the seat, and you're gonna run it underneath there, and you're going to put it in through that hole. My wire through behind all that right there. So just make sure you get it all through here and here. Then I'm going to run it up this way like this. I'm not going to cut into this. This is super simple. We're gonna remove this right here. There's a Phillips, and there's your Phillips. Mine was missing the little tab here, but if you have the tab here, you can use a thin pick and pick it out. It'd be best if you had a tray like this, magnetic tray, so you can put all your pieces. Same for this, and they should come off. With these plastic rivets. So once you pull that out, you have access here to the trunk. Fish the new camera through here. Now you're gonna have to use your other hand. You'll use your other hand to get it from here. Pull the cable of the camera. In there, you cannot really see it, but there's like a small hole. So that's what gives you the ability to. There, you see that? Push your cables through here. You need to do it with like one finger, then another finger somewhere in there. Make sure you disconnect this before you start messing with it, because this is really hot and it will burn you. Make this work, you're going to have to make sure that you have this wire and it goes under the wire for this. See how that wire, the wire to this right is on top of this one? That's how it's going to work out best. So when you snap this, that it makes that snapping sound. And here's the camera. Now I only did it with zip ties right now because I want to adjust it and I can move it around. We're gonna tidy up right now, but first of all, I just want to show you the startup. So there you go. Now let's put it on reverse. check that out. Like I said, you can adjust this. So if you hold it, go ahead, put it in park and reverse again. Super cool. Super cool. Super cool. Honestly, gotta say that this system is really good, and I am really impressed. I'm really impressed with the system. It's super, super nice. You got your CarPlay, and that's my phone on there right now. The system sounds really great. Also, another cool thing that I want to show you is when you open the door, the CAN bus recognizes the doors that are opening. Right now I have the trunk open a little bit, so that is another reason why the camera's not aligning. But check this out. Volume control. It works. It works great. You want to change the stations? It works as well. There's so many things. You can dim it all the way like that. Modes. You got different modes. You have all these modes, and like we showed earlier, you can go ahead and do YouTube on here. If you want to mirror your screen on here, you're going to go home, settings, internet. Make sure you're off Bluetooth from your phone. Turn on your hotspot, and then your Wi-Fi will appear here from your phone. So once it says connected, also make sure to select that up there, and it'll connect to your hotspot on your cell phone. Now you go home, you can go to your YouTube, and you can watch videos there. And there you have it. This is my channel here. We got my videos. It's pretty cool. So this system is so awesome. I want to give a big huge shout out to Eonon for sending this out. The guys at Eonon are awesome. Don't mind this right here. I have the piece and I'm going to put it. It's just that I was waiting to fit everything and make sure that this was on correctly. But yeah, anyways, such a great device right here. You have navigation as well. So if you push that, you got your navigation, and it's going to go ahead and get to your surrounding area. I mean, this thing is awesome. You're gonna also change the themes, dark, light, and same as device themes. So we'll just skip that, and there you go. There you have all the map right there. Let's just go ahead and do something here. Let's put Texas. There you go. And since you have the GPS antenna, check that out. Such a great unit, and I honestly cannot wait to go on a road trip with this unit and try it out. But overall, this is such a great product. And like I said, I mean, isn't it awesome when you open the CAN bus knows what you're doing in the vehicle. So here you can mess around with your settings. You can even mess around with your speaker system. You could make it to the center or just all, and there's preset ones right there. So it's really cool. It's really nice. Thing is, when you set your time zones, you can set all time zones, like any time zone you can set automatically to the location. You can use a 24-hour format or regular format. It is definitely a big, huge game changer for your E39. And yeah, it's I like it. I really like it. You go into device and you could choose display, your power logo. You can customize that, dynamic. You can choose that, or static power. Font size, driving video warning, brightness. You can lower the brightness. You can higher up the brightness, or you can do auto brightness, which is pretty cool. Auto brightness, model, auto, so it'll change from day to night. There is a lot of cool things you can do here, and I like it. Also have a ton of other options. Look at all these options you have here: car info, GPS, screensaver. You got a ton of stuff. Wallpaper, you can change your wallpaper as well. And so a lot of different things, and it's such a great screen overall. I really like it. It is a big game changer, definitely a game changer for sure. You can upload your own wallpaper, as you can see right there. So overall, guys, this is such a great unit. I really like it a lot, and we will be reviewing it as well. So we'll have a long-term review So far, it's not laggy. I don't know. I've seen some responses about it being laggy, but so far it hasn't been laggy, which is nice. And so thanks to Eonon, we're going to give you guys $10 off. Use code DBV10. So that's DBV10. I'll put it down that way. And don't forget, if you want to get your screen, go ahead and do so. It is a very great screen. All I got to say is I'm really impressed. I've been having fun with it, using it so far. So it's been an awesome screen. Anyways, that concludes the video for today. Hopefully you guys like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.